Before I respond to the many questions that you have asked me to answer, let me just give the country what is Ebola and which type of Ebola is this. Ebola is a severe, often very fatal illness in humans. There are 3 different types of species. There's Ebola, Zaire, Sudan virus, and the current one we have, which is called Bundibugyo virus, which has the capacity to cause large outbreaks. The modes of transmission are many, Honorable Speaker and members. The infection index from contact to the wild animals. Thereafter, transmission occurs from person to person through blood or bodily fluids from infected persons or dead bodies. Transmission can also occur from contaminated surfaces or objects like bed linen and clothing or unsafe injection practices. What are the early signs and symptoms? The average incubation period of this particular virus, Ebola virus, is between 2 to 21 days. Infected people are not contagious until they develop the symptoms. Initial signs and symptoms are non-specific. Many common infections, like other diseases like malaria, typhoid, meningitis. But the symptoms are usually of a sudden onset. They include fever, chills, headache, joint pain, muscle pain, backache, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, fatigue, weakness, skin rashes, among others. Bleeding is less frequent and can occur in the later stages of this disease. Who is at risk of infection? Travelers to the affected countries like DRC and Uganda, contacts of travelers from the affected region, family members of the Ebola virus diseases, healthcare workers taking care of the patients with Ebola, or people handling bodies of Ebola victims. How do we prevent Ebola? Early identification and prompt referral and isolation of the suspected cases. Basic universal precautions of hand hygiene and gloving in health setups during the routine work. Wearing of the full personal protective equipment when handling cases or suspected or confirmed Ebola. And finally, to avoid contact with the bodily fluids of suspected cases. Honorable Speaker, allow me now to address the questions that appeared on the letter you addressed. And the first one was the measures by the government to manage and contain the threat of Ebola.